各位早晨。行政官咧會先向大家發言，之後會聽大家嘅提問嘅。提問嘅時候咧，就每位不多於兩題嘅問題，先請行政長官。
大家早上好。
Good morning.
聽日咧係我會出發。
Tomorrow I
去北京
will
咧
set
係
off
述職。
to go to Beijing for a
述職
duty
嘅時間咧
visit.
係會由21號到
It will
24
be
號
from
嘅。
the 21st to the 24th.
會喺下晝聽日出發。
I will depart
24號咧，
tomorrow
相信都係
afternoon,
下晝
and I
會
believe
返嚟香
that
港
I will
嘅。
return to Hong Kong on the
我會
afternoon
將香港
of the
嘅
24th.
而家嘅情況咧係向領導人
I will report
詳
the
細
Hong Kong
去報告，
situation to the
包括
state
我
leader.
哋社會
I will
嘅
do it in
現在
detail.
嘅經濟狀況
I
啊
will cover the
我
current
哋嘅
economic
政治環境
situation,
啊以及我
political
哋喺
landscape,
管控疫情方面嘅實際情況等等咧，都
actual
會係向領導人
situation of
去
our
報告嘅。
control
正式
on
嘅
the
安排咧
epidemic.
當然係要
They will all be
中央
covered
去
in my report.
作出安排。
Of course,
有詳細
it
嘅
is
細
for
節
the
咧
central
係會
authorities to
同大家
work
公
out
佈
the
嘅。
arrangements, and I
另
will
外咧就
announce the
係
details
喺
when I have
社
them.
交距離措施方面咧，
In relation to our
今
social
日嘅下晝
distancing
咧，
measures,
醫衞局咧
this
係將會
afternoon
進一步去
the Health
向
Bureau
大家宣佈
will make some announcements.
有一部分嘅社交距離措施咧，
Some
我
of
哋都會
the social
係放寬
distancing
嘅。
measures will be
其
relaxed.
中嘅考慮咧，就係我哋仍然要係
Our
有序
consideration is that we have to do it in an orderly manner.
去逐步開放嘅。
We have to make sure that the risk
我哋
is
睇到咧，
controllable when we
醫療體系咧係承受緊
relax
壓力嘅。
measures.
包
We
括咧我哋而
understand
家
that
住
the
院嘅
healthcare
人數
system
咧
is under
係涉及
pressure.
因
The
為
number
新
of
冠疫情咧
admissions
係上到去4000
of
幾人㗎。
COVID patients
喺
has
我哋
risen
推出
to
零加三嘅時候
4,000.
咧，
When we
當
launched
時嘅
0
數字係
plus
只係1000
3,
多人嘅啫。
the number
雖然
was
醫管
about
局已經做咗
1,000 or
一系
so.
列優化嘅措施，
The hospital authority has put in
醫管
place
局
a
嘅
number
同
of
事咧
improvement
都係面對
measures.
緊壓力嘅。
But
而且咧，大家都知道
Colleagues
喺
in the hospital
流感
authority are under
亦都喺冬季
stress.
開始逐漸咧
As you all know,
係
that
會令到
winter is upon
好多人
us.
都受到呢
With
方面
the
影響，
winter
所以喺醫療體系
influenza, a
方面
lot
嘅
of
壓力咧
people
係我
are
係要關注
affected.
嘅。
So I
亦都
do
因此咧
have
係
to
必須係有序
keep in mind the
睇住個風險
situation
咧
of
要
our
逐步
public
去
healthcare
開放。
system,
咁啊，主
and I
要
will
嘅
keep in view the
開
risk
放嘅
when
一
we
啲措施咧係包括
decide
譬如
on
我
the
哋
relaxations.
喺飲宴嘅人數
These
上限等等，
relaxations
細節咧
include
下晝咧
the
就由
capacity
醫衞局
limit
向大家
of
公佈。
banquets.
我哋
You
睇
have
到
to
咧
wait
係
for the
自從我
afternoon
哋
to get the
放寬
details.
咗不斷嘅疫情管控措施咧，社會的確咧
With
係
a gradual
好有活力同埋好
relaxations
有動
of
力。
the
包括咧
control
喺星期日
measures,
嘅
we see
單車節
vitality returning to
我
our
哋睇到咧
community.
市
On
面上
Sunday,
面
there was
好
the
多嘅活動咧都開始咧係
bicycle
好活躍㗎啦。咁啊，市民咧都開心
There
咗
was a
嘅。
cycle
咁我
thought.
亦都會
We
預實
see
咧
that people are
向
getting more and
領
more
導人報告
active,
香港嘅實
and
況
they are
亦都會
happier.
向
I
領導人
will
報告
report the actual
香港咧
situation
係
of
最
Hong
關
Kong
注
to
嘅
the
地
state
方
leader,
等等嘅。
and I will also
多謝各位。
talk to him
跟
about
住落嚟係提問時間啦，
areas
咁
of
請記者
concern
陣
to
間
him.
用我
Now
哋
the
嘅
floor
咪
is
發
open.
問，
Please
每
use the
位提問
microphone.
不
We
多於
give
兩題，
you
同埋
limit
先講
the
講你嚟自
number
邊
of
個傳媒
questions
機
to
構
no
嘅。
more
第一
than
位提
two.
問就左
Identify
手邊
your
中
media
間嗰
outlet
排嘅
first.
第一位男記者。
The gentleman in the
你
front
好，
row.
衛視記者。
I'm
首
from
想問
Phoenix
下，
TV.
你去北
First
京
of
述
all,
職嘅時候，會唔會同
in
中
your
央爭
duty
取
visit
即係恢
to
復香港
Beijing,
同
will
內地嘅
you
免檢疫通關啦？農曆新年
send
前會唔會有好
central
消息？依
authorities
家有冇為一
for
啲長開口岸做緊準
quarantine-free
備？另外都想
travel
問翻
between
下
the
之前
border?
釋
Have
法
you
同
made
埋
any
人大釋法嘅問題，
preparations?
雖
And
然
I
案
would
件
also
推遲
like
到
to
出年
ask
嘅9
about
月，
the
但係有報
interpretation
道就話
of
中
the
央可能考慮唔
NPCSC.
釋法，有
It's
冇呢種可
reported
能性
that the
咧？
central
另一種講
authorities
法係
may
話可
consider
能釋法
that
中央
no
釋法嘅範圍可能會超
interpretation
出你
is
提請嘅
required.
一啲建議。
And
你
there
自
are
己
also
點睇？
sayings that the scope of the
首先，香
interpretation
港
may
嘅
go
市民係
beyond
關心
your
同內地
request.
通關
What's
正
your
常往
view?
來呢個咧，我相信係
Members
一
of
個
the
普遍
public
嘅聲
are
音。
concerned
呢個
about the
必然
reopening
咧
of
係
the
會如實
border.
咧向
Of
領導人
course,
反映
I
嘅。
will
但係我相
relay
信中央咧亦都
public
非常了
sentiment
解香港嘅
to the
實際
central
情況，
authority,
而
to the
喺
state
香港
leader.
市民
I'm sure
長
that
期希望同內地有正常
central
嘅
authorities
通關交往咧，
are fully
我相
aware
信
of the
中央亦都好
situation,
了解嘅。
and they
而我都多次
know
強調
about
喺
this,
不同嘅場合咧，我都係好主
all
動
the
咧向不同
requirements
嘅
that
政府
are
嘅
needed
領導人
for
啦。
border
包括
reopening.
係
On
廣東省
different occasions, I have spoken to state leaders,
表明咧，如
including
果任何
the
特區
government of Guangdong Province and Shenzhen
內地嘅疫情
Municipal
管控咧
municipality.
管控方面更有效，
If
從
what
而
we
可
put
以
in
有
place
其他嘅新安排咧，
makes
特區政府係非常
a
願意
fight
配合，
against the
即係
epidemic
好
more
積極
effective.
同埋主動去。
And if it is required of us to make adjustments, of course, we will be more than happy to do
我相
so.
信已經好清晰知道香港喺呢方面嘅
I'm certain
聲音㗎啦。
that
咁當
the
然
state
我會
leader
將香港嘅實況向
is
領導人
alive
報告。
to
咁呢啲
all the
我會
different
係
voices,
如實去反映
and I
香港嘅實
will
況嘅。
report the
但
Hong
係我
Kong
亦都希望
actual
大家係
situation
睇
to
啦，而
him.
家我哋香港真喺管控疫情嘅措施咧，其實我哋已經係放鬆咗
Regarding anti-epidemic measures, we have made relaxations to about 90% of them. We've only
正係
kept
因為我哋係要按住風險實
a
況
small
去確保醫
amount
療
of
體
them.
系可以
We
負
do
荷，
that
同
because
埋
we
我哋
want
嘅一
to
路一
make
休
sure
咧係
that
受到保障。
the integrity of our
尤
healthcare
其是我哋睇到
system
疫
is
苗接種率
protected
係相當低
and
嘅
that the
一
old
啲
and the
兒童
young
呢方面咧，我
are
哋希望係保障
under
佢
our
嘅。
protection.
咁至於釋法方面
Because
咧，
for these groups,
已
the
經提請咗
vaccination
俾中
rate
央，
is
而我
low.
提請嘅時候咧，大
I
家
have
都留
already
意到
made the
咧，
request
中
for
央駐港嘅
interpretation.
3個
And I
駐港嘅不
noticed
同機
that
構咧，
the 3
已經係
different
表示咗
organs
支持。
from the central
而港澳辦
authorities
咧亦
have
都係發
expressed
咗新聞稿表
their
示支持嘅。
support. And the
當然
Hong Kong
事情咧
Macau
一定
office
要按住
has also
內地
issued
嘅
a
法律
press
法規去進
statement.
行
Of
嘅。
course,
咁
everything
呢
has
一
to
個
be
咧
done in
就
accordance
我會
with
係
the laws, rules and
會期待住
regulations of the
中央
mainland.
喺呢方面咧係盡快作出決定。
I will
從而
await
咧我哋就變得係
for a decision to be
會好清
made
晰
by
地
the central
睇到
authorities
結果
so
係點樣
that
嘅。
we will be clear
下一位提
about
問
the result.
左手邊前排
Question on the left at the front, the lady over there.
Good morning, Chief Executive. A few questions from the South China Morning Post. First, what's your expectation of your duty visit to Beijing, and how would you bargain for border reopening with mainland China, and what would be the main directions? Second, what follow-up actions would the government take against Google on the national anthem route? Thank you very much.
I have been in good dialogue with the responsible departments in Beijing who take care of Hong Kong affairs, which is the Hong Kong and Macau Affairs Department. Therefore, the Hong Kong situation has well been reported to the central government throughout the period. What I would like to report to the leaders when I will be in Beijing is to reflect the overall situation of Hong Kong in all regards. Then, of course, I will be touching on the situation in Hong Kong in relation to how the pandemic situation is. I will also be explaining what I have done in the period on the one hand, controlling COVID, and at the same time, maintaining the economy to run so that it will be allowed to be strengthened. I have been reflecting all these concerns, so I am very sure that the Central People's Government already has a good understanding of the present situation of Hong Kong. But to have an opportunity to report face to face and then make direct response to questions that may be raised by the leaders, that will help explain the Hong Kong situation more thoroughly. And my experience with during my communication with leaders is they always listen earnestly and consider my ideas seriously. So I think this is what will happen during my reporting to the leaders of the situation for Hong Kong. Of course, I will be reflecting the concern of Hong Kong people whose voices are already heard, I think, by the Central People's Government. And it is something that I think we are all working hard to see how it can be done, because we all know very well that while we want to do this, we have to consider how we do it in an orderly fashion maintaining a good control of the risks and the potential problems that may arise when new arrangements are introduced. But there is a very strong common commitment to ensure that things progress in good speed and at the same time with risks and issues under control. As regards Google, I think we have repeatedly made our statements very clear. The incorrect information of the Hong Kong national anthem, which is the national anthem of the PRC, is a serious matter. It is not just a piece of information that is wrongly reflected, such as business information or such as information about day-to-day traffic matters, price matters. It is an important matter because the national anthem represents the country, represents the people, and it also represents the dignity of the people and the country. So it has to be taken seriously by whoever that provides that information to ensure its accuracy. We will, of course, be contacting Google to see how we can rectify the situation. We all know very well that Google has the means to do it. It's a question of whether Google chooses to do it. If he chooses not to do it, then I think he has a lot to explain. His company policy has stated that they will remove content for legal reasons. It is a very clear fact that playing our Hong Kong national anthem, which is PRC's national anthem, with a song which is not, is an offense in Hong Kong because it constitutes insult, which contradicts and contravenes our law on national anthem. So it is an offense for somebody to play a song which is not the Hong Kong national anthem, which is also the national anthem of the PRC, because it constitutes insult. So that content constitutes an offense, so it conforms to the Google policy of removing content for a legal reason. The second thing that I have noticed, Google policy also says that it will not allow content that misrepresent or mislead. Obviously, it misrepresents our Hong Kong national anthem, and it misleads people to think that the song that has been searched as purportedly the Hong Kong national anthem is not the actual Hong Kong national anthem. So it is presenting content that misrepresent and mislead. I think that Google is a responsible company, and we will be in touch with Google. We hope that we can work together a solution to ensure the right content is provided to the public, that they will conform with the company policy to remove content for legal reasons and to remove content that misrepresents and misleads. And I think that an organization as big as Google will take these things seriously.
時間關係，我哋今日
To time constraint, we will take the last question on the left, the gentleman at the back. I'm from Cable TV. The Ukrainian Ministry of Defense uploaded a video thanking the support from various places. Then there's a black regional emblem associated with the riot. For crowdfunding, a donor who is not aware of the aim of the crowdfunding sources will be held criminally liable. Is there a need to control over these activities?
In relation to a wrong regional flag, it is a matter of foreign affairs. We have spoken to the Commissioner for Foreign Affairs, and this will be followed up by them. So if you have any inquiries, please go to ask them. In relation to public consultation on crowdfunding, your questions are those that we have asked, are those that we have also asked, seeking an answer. In relation to funding activities, there are a lot of loopholes and gaps in our laws, so we would like to put in place an effective regulation measures. Thank you. It's the end of the press conference.